Hi there team, welcome to another week. I'm coming at you from the car today. Got the two little ones in the back and we are heading towards the park for a late in the day session. A lot going on this week. Thank you for everyone who came down yesterday for FitLab Homecoming. That was a really special morning. We had a great turnout, fantastic workout, and great to connect with old members. It's funny because I was chatting to an old coach about this who came down, Chris Caddy, who was a really present coach. He did a lot of classes, always in the gym, and being able to introduce him to our newer members who are big parts of the community now, who have heard about Chris but never actually known him. That was really something. That was really cool because we've all got that thing in common. We've all been part of the FitLab CrossFit 3000 community, albeit at different times, but we share that bond together, and it was nice to be able to celebrate that. So thank you again for everyone who came down. This week, programming wise, we've got a tough week of programming. It's going to be really good. Some big challenges in there. I want you to pay special attention to Thursday. That's an open repeat from 2025 this year, 25.1. A lot of us did that workout. It's a really good test of conditioning, and it's going to challenge your ability to pace and to keep a steady pace throughout. So if you've got a score for that one, it's a great time to be able to test it after a solid year of training. Secondly, Tuesday's workout, that's a one that's going to prepare us for something we're doing next week, which is another open repeat, 20.4. And it involves dumbbell thrusters, dumbbell or kettlebell thrusters, so you can choose either one of those two things. And we're aiming to get proficient at that movement, and it's a tough weight as well. And also the toaster bar. So toaster bar is going to be lower reps, and ideally going unbroken for those, and it finishes off with a bit of a sprint version of that, dumbbell front squats, toaster bar, and a run. So they're the big tests of the week. Either side of that, we've got some strength work, deadlifts and bench press, Wednesday and then Monday. Friday, we're going to fun full fit send Friday. Hold on. Yes, Lucas? I'm not talking about the jumping castle, mate, but I probably should. We did have a jumping castle at the gym on Saturday yesterday, and that was, as you can tell, a big hit for some of our younger demographic. So look forward to rolling that out again at future events. What else is going on? Of course, the Christmas party. So Christmas party's coming up in 2 weeks' time. It's coming up so quickly. Make sure you come to that if you're even on the fence about it. It is a really fun night. We say it every year. It gets better every year. So if you are new to the gym, please sign your name up. It's a great way to connect with people, even people who you may not have seen before. If you go to the PM classes, you might run into someone from the AM classes. You may not have seen them despite being members for a long time. And we do awards, a big celebration, speeches, and we usually kick on pretty well as well. So that's Saturday the 6th of December. Hybrid Engine is up and running. You guys are training so well at the moment. It's interesting seeing all the progress that you've made. I know when we started doing these longer workouts, it hit you pretty hard, and now you're used to that stimulus. You're used to pacing, and you can see that the running, all the work you've been doing with the running has been paying off. So let's continue that over the next couple of weeks, and we'll put in a really good show for High Rocks. That is all I'm going to hit you with at the moment, guys. A little bit confined with my time. Actually, that's what I'll talk about. The one thing I wanted to talk about this week, and I nearly forgot. So time. This is a crazy time of year for a lot of us. Christmas parties, deadlines, for me, seems to be every minute of every weekend is a kids' party, our kids' party next week. So with that comes, it tends to be harder to get that workout in. However, there's never been a more important time to get your workout in because your stresses are quite high. So one thing that hold on, mate, we're nearly there. So as I was saying, the one thing I want you to focus on this week is making your workouts non-negotiable. As life gets more hectic, as we sprint towards this invisible finish line that is Christmas, inevitably time gets hard. It becomes harder to train. It becomes harder to find that hour in the day to block out when there's so many deadlines coming your way. So I'm saying this to myself more than anything, particularly for this week, because we've got a very busy 2 weeks in our life and in the gym's life, is to block out that time a week in advance for you to train. Book in through WOD board, commit to those classes, and you'll be far better for it. You'll be able to handle the stress that's been thrown your way in a more proactive way, because you'll get to the end of Christmas and it'll all be said and done, and if you didn't prioritize your health in that time, you'll be saying, you know what, I really wish that I did, because life has continued, life is the same, and you know, you might have taken a hit with your health in that time. So I really recommend that. Look at your calendar ahead of time, and it makes a big difference in you handling those stresses. That's it for me before the kids explode, and I will see you during the week.